If you write papers for medicine, you may well know the concordance index censored evaluation metric. In this plot, we are evaluating two machine learning models, survival tree and Cox survival analysis. We can click on download and we have the chart in this file ready to be placed in the paper. In this tutorial, I will show you how to work with this application to put your dataset and make these charts for you with any machine learning model. The first step is you must have a dataset with the outcome, and if it's true or false with this particular notation. For the time, in months, you place the time until outcome, and then you would have the explanatory variables. Make sure that you put the categories and the numbers when it's required. Now, we move the Excel to this box, and now we select for the time feature, time, and for the event column, which is from this Excel. For the explanatory variables, we select the rest of the variables in the box, and we click on Submit. We have 4 pages, one for descriptive analysis, Kaplan-Meier, modeling, and SHAP values to interpret the factors. In descriptive analysis, we have 243 rows, patients, 9 features, we don't have any missing data in the columns, and we have this descriptive table, which is often required in the papers. They tell us the amount of people for each category as well. In prior therapy, now we have 176 people. We can also make some extra columns to categorize the reports, prior therapy, and here we can get the p-values to see if there are significant differences. Now we develop Kaplan-Meier. In this chart, we can select some columns like the cell type, and here we will have one line for each type of cell, indicating the survival probability at a given month. And also we have the tables, the button to download the chart that we can see here. Now we go to the modeling. We can select survival tree and Cox, for example, train and test, submit. We can select a time to evaluate the model. Let's put until 7 months. Here we get the score for the concordance index, the chart, now the Breyer score. Here we have the evaluations at a given specific point, 6 months, for example, and we get the decision curve, which is very good for clinical practice, and the calibration curve of the model. At the end, we can also have the Kaplan-Meier for the patients and the models. We can select some of the patients. And here we can see how the 3 patients behave in each machine learning model, the Cox, the survival tree, and we can compare for the same patient different machine learning models, as we see in this chart. The last step is SHAP values. We select the survival tree, and the time to evaluate, we will place it at 6. We wait a bit. We have the summary plot, which tells us the most important variables that influence the outcome, in this case the Karnofsky score, later the age. We can also download the image at this button, and we have it here to be placed on the paper. The dependence plot as well. You can select the feature that you want to research. We can do the same as well for the force plots. Here are all of the observations and how the different features influence them. We can select a specific individual, a specific patient, like the 110. We click on submit, and we can see the force plot, which will tell us the influence of each specific feature on the outcome. Now we can have it on a waterfall, which can be better visualization. There we have it. We can click on downloads, and there we have the image.